They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 36, Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Wilson. It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with Hall. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Second and 10 now. Wilson on the slant, completes to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Wilson will throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will hold at 15.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, right back to Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Hall.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
On second down, a run with Hall.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Justin Simmons firing all the way in from his safety position.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now a give to Edmonds.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the 6. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
2nd and 2. Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They're stacking the line defensively, and they know what they have to do. They've got to stop the run and get the ball back.
I think the only people who aren't in the box right now in defense are you and me. I mean, that's about it. And it's the right strategy because they've got to have the football. They can't allow them to have any type of runs and continue to pile up first downs and run down the clock.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall,
65 yards.
and the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams